Hello, my name is Lucy, also known as Stitches of Lavender here on YouTube, also on Ravelry, Instagram, and Etsy. And welcome to episode 2 of my knitting and crochet podcast. I know I'm wearing like the same shirt as last time, but it's Easter, so these are my Easter colors. So happy Easter if you celebrate that. No one in my family is religious, but we still celebrate Easter. So let's start with some finished objects, shall we? Since I'm not wearing anything I've made today. That was pretty much last time. Yeah, that's the only thing I've made that I could wear, so yeah. Finished objects. So I was on a big dishcloth crochet kick this week. So here's one dishcloth. I will link below the pattern that I use. It's a very basic pattern. It just has this stitch which has like a single crochet and a double crochet next to it. So it makes this effect. So here's a red one. Here's a yellow one. And then this one, which I really love the yarn. I showed this yarn in the last part. It's like very 50s. The color's like kind of pulled up like that. So there's that. That's a lot, I know. But they only take me like an hour to do. They're really fun. And those were just out of this one is out of Knit Picks Dishy Multi in the colorway Route 66. And these ones are Lily Sugar and Cream that my friend gave me for my birthday. And I have like all the other colors of the rainbow already done. Okay. And then also out of the same Knit Picks yarn, I made a pot holder. So here it is. It's definitely bigger than other ones I've made, so that's good. It's more useful that way. And I do this, I'll link the pattern again. It's like a double thick one and diagonal. It's a free pattern also. So you just like crochet all the way around until it like meets in the middle, and then you just seam it up. I added a little loopy. Yeah. So that's finished objects. Sorry if I'm going kind of fast, but I don't really have that much to say. And then this is my last like actual finished object. So this was actually a work in progress last time. But this is my Easy Peasy bandana. As you can see, I did make a mistake. I ran out of yarn because here's the lesson. If you're weighing your yarn to know when you get to half, base it off of the mohair, which has less yardage. If your mohair has less yardage than your fingering weight yarn, base it off of whichever one has less yardage. Okay, that should be pretty obvious, but I didn't think about it. So yeah, I ran out of yarn on this side. I just went ahead and cast off because I didn't want to rip back. But yeah, this is really nice. I'll put a picture of me wearing it, but I think I'm going to give this to my aunt because I just think this is more of her color. And I did wash it and block it since it's just plain stockinette, but it does still kind of curl. And yeah, this pattern is the Easy Peasy Bandana by Paula Strick. And the yarn is Knitting for Olive, one strand of the merino and one strand of soft silk mohair, both in the color Dusty Honey. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It was really fun to knit, really addictive. And that's another free pattern. And then going into kind of works in progress, I finished up my square for March for the temperature blanket. I like it a lot. Definitely getting into some warmer colors. This was the first time I used the yellow and more of that green. So yeah, I think it's really fun. And more whips. So I have a half finished object, kind of. So I have my first sock that I was working on last time. These are the Mountain Walk socks by Florence Miller from Handmade by Florence podcast. And I really recommend this pattern. It's pretty simple mock cable pattern, but really simple to do, but it looks really nice. And I'm using the Hobby rainbow sock wool fingering weight one 4 ply. Look at it. I love it. And it has like a cute rolled cuff detail, and it's worked cuff down. I'm doing it on 9 circulars, but it's written for magic loop, but it's really easy to adapt. So yeah, I have the first one done. I went ahead and cast on the second one. So this is how far I am on it. I'm already like halfway through the cuff, and I'm doing a really long cuff on these, which was, I'm doing exactly how it was in the sample. And the cables on this one, they twist the opposite way of the cables on this one. So that's really cool. Yeah. And then a few more whips. This one is a new cast on. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this, but I just thought I would show it. So this is a beginning stages of a Ghost Whisperer top by Park and Knit. And I just have this mohair that I got from Hobby. It's the Friends Kid Silk. Yeah, this color was not what I was expecting it to look like. I thought it would be more like a lavender color, but it's more like really bright violet. And I thought it suited my friend better, so I'm gonna try to make this top for her. But I find it kind of not very enjoyable. Sorry, my hair is in my face. I find it not that enjoyable to knit at such a loose gauge like how this is. I know that's like the effect because it's a sheer top. And it does look really cool, the fabric. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if I keep knitting it. Obviously haven't gotten that far, and it's on small needles, so you can't tell. And then, oh yeah, I have several more things actually. So this thing that I was working on, the Gemma romper for a baby, I still have that done. The only thing I literally did was I put the other strap on. So now it has both straps. Yep, that's it. I barely touched that. It's not what I want to work on right now for some reason. Then I just started this last night. This is going to be a pair of mittens, or one mitten. This is with the Knit Picks Upcycle Alpaca Blend Sport Weight. And I'm following a pattern. I don't remember what it's called. The color is Pear, if you're interested. So this is going to be like the ribbing part. If this is crocheted, and it'll be like folded over, so it's double. This will be the cuff. And obviously it needs to be longer, but yeah, just getting started on that. Pair of mittens, maybe for a friend for her birthday that's coming up. Yeah. And then one last work in progress. I showed the yarn for this one last time as well. This is pretty exciting. So let's see here. This is another Tunisian crochet project. This is the Tiger Lily Tank by Hunter Scanlon. May Crochet is her username. And yeah, this is what I have so far of it. It's really pretty. I'm going for like pink lemonade colors. This is made in Knit Picks Heatherly worsted weight. I did not get gauge at all on this, so I'm making like a way smaller size. But yeah, I think this will be pretty good. I measured it up to something else that I like the fit of. And I did some math based on how far off my gauge was, but I was not going to go down a hook size because this is on a 5.5 millimeter hook, which for worsted weight yarn is like pretty average for normal crochet, but for Tunisian crochet you usually go up several hook sizes. So this is like already pretty annoying to crochet on such a small hook, so I did not want to go down any further. And so I'm just kind of adjusting which size I make. But yeah, I really like this. It's pretty fun to do, except that the hooks drive me crazy to work with because they're so like inline and they don't have a very deep throat, I guess. so it annoys me. And then the yarn, it does feel pretty acrylic-y, which is annoying. I think it's like, can't remember if it's 80% wool and 20% acrylic or the other way around, but it feels pretty acrylic-y. And it's just not the best to work with, but, and it's probably gonna be kind of heavy for a tank top, but it's cute and it's fun to work on. And I'm more of, well, it's kind of fun to work on. I'm more of a process crafter, so that's fine for me. I have it in this bag that says Sims Addict because I love The Sims. I'm a Sims 2 girly. Comment down below. Do you play The Sims? What? Okay. But yeah, compared to this yarn, which also has like 33% alpaca, I mean, yeah, it's 33% alpaca, 33% wool, 34% acrylic or something like that. And it doesn't feel very acrylic-y at all. It's really soft and really nice to work with. Like, you can feel that there's acrylic if you're feeling for it, but it's actually really nice. So I would recommend that yarn. The Dishy one, it's pretty good for what it is, but it does feel kind of dry, like a typical cotton yarn. And that's pretty much all I have to say today. I guess I'm kind of content with keeping these shorter because I don't know, it makes me nervous to film, and then I'm like, I go really fast. So bye, that's all I have to say. See you in 2 weeks. That's what I've decided to do.